Hi, I'm Gumpa, and this is my garage. All right, we're working on Gumpa's favorite products and techniques, and this one is exterior washing. Here's my goal. My goal is to be able to completely wash the exterior of a car in 10 minutes. And I'm going to give you two options as we go through this. I'm going to give you truly my favorite products, which aren't necessarily that budget friendly. And then I'm going to give you alternatives that really are budget friendly. So let's get started. All right, these are must-haves. By the way, why it's so important to wash your own car is inevitably if you take your car to the car wash, you're going to get swirls. And so you actually can save time and possibly even money by doing it on your own. There's no question you can take better care of your car and your paint. So here's the first must-have. It's a foam cannon. Now look, this one is a great one. I love it. Griot's Garage. It is so well made. It's heavy duty, but keep in mind, I'm washing a lot of cars. You may not need one this nice. It's $100. I've got an alternative. I'll link all these products below, both my favorites and the alternatives. I've got an alternative that's $24 that'll do a good job, just not quite as heavy duty. I've tested a lot of foams, not all of them obviously. No question, Adams Megaphone is my favorite. This is a large size, it's a little bit more economical, but it's not cheap. It's $60 for this. I also really like Meguiar's Gold Class, which is much less expensive. You can get the same amount for about $20. Again, all these will be linked below. Both do a great job. I'm just slightly partial to Adams. All right, you're going to want, you really don't want a long wand on your pressure washer. We'll get to the pressure washer. You're going to want one that is short because the last thing you want to do is risk having that wand hit your paint and messing it up. This is the MTM Hydro Pressure Washer Trigger. Runs for about $85. I've got a budget option I'll link for about $20, but this does a great job. Real important point here, never use the most powerful tip on your pressure washer because it could actually take the paint off your car. This yellow tip is, and all the pressure washers are going to come with these different tips, that's the one you want to use. It's going to give you the perfect pressure and not damage your paint. What you don't want to do is you don't want to be using this baby. That baby's great for your driveway. It will be way too powerful for your car's paint. All right, this is a simple thing, but it's kind of a game changer. This is the Ann Grohe Extended Mop, and it just makes it so easy. Once you get the foam all over your car, makes it really easy to wash it and to wash it quickly. This is one of the tricks to be able to wash the car in 10 minutes. And I didn't give you a budget-friendly option on this because it's $19. All right, now for the real fun and the things that make all the difference in washing your cars at home. So you got to have a pressure washer. I really like this Karcher pressure washer. This is their 1700 PSI. Keep in mind, you don't need a super high PSI pressure washer to wash your cars. This thing runs about $145. I'll link that below with a budget option that goes for about $100. So they're actually pretty inexpensive. And while they're great for washing cars, you can use them for a lot of other things around the house. Here's the key though. All right, you may have been thinking, how are you going to wash a car in 10 minutes? This is the real key. It's a deionizer. What a deionizer does is it takes all the minerals out of the water. Those are the things that leave all the water spots. If you use a deionizer, you do not have to dry the car. I'm telling you, you can leave it out in the sun, you can pull it in the garage, you don't have to wipe it down at all. It will not leave water spots. This thing is awesome. Now this is a little bit, I don't want to say top of the line, but higher end because it's got these nozzles where you can turn it off and on if you just want to use regular water. It's a pretty big capacity. So, I mean, this thing's expensive. It's $430. I'm going to link another option that'll do a really good job for you for $160. And I know it's still pricey, but I'm telling you, not having to dry the cars is amazing. It's my least favorite part of washing cars. Now here's the other thing you're gonna have to figure out. How are you gonna get the water in this? And we had an old refrigerator out in the garage that had, it was hooked up to an ice maker that we no longer use. So I just ran the ice maker line and I bought a little adapter and it works great. Now you don't get a ton of water pressure from an ice maker, but you don't need it. Again, it gives me all the pressure that I need, and I didn't have to pay a plumber. I was just able to tap into that. Some of you may have an outlet in your garage, close to the garage, that'll work just fine. But if you have an ice maker that you no longer need to use out in the garage, it's really simple to make this work and to hook it up. Last real game changer when it comes to washing the car is you've got to get a good pressure washer hose and a retractable system that attaches to the wall. So this thing's amazing. You pull it out. This has about a 65-foot hose on it, so it goes out plenty far enough to get all the way around the car. And this also, and it's really easy to stop and then retract back in when you're done. So this is another thing that makes a huge difference. So if you get all these things, if you duplicate exactly what I've done, yeah, it's going to cost you about $1,000. And that may be worth it if you're going to wash a lot of cars. But like I said before, I've got budget options that'll work really well for you. Links all below. Put it all together for $500. That's a little bit easier to justify, especially if you're someone that wants to wash your cars a lot. I wash mine every week. I'm washing at least 2 to 3, sometimes 4 cars a week. So it really makes sense. Even from a budget standpoint, you can at least come closer to justifying it. All right, let's go out and put these things in action and show you how they work. All right, you've seen the process. Literally 10-minute maintenance wash. Obviously, if you got a super dirty car, it's going to take you a little bit longer. Still quicker than driving to the car wash and back for most of you. A couple of tips. As you use the foam cannon, look, the goal here is you want really thick foam. You want it to stick. These 2 levers are what you adjust. If it's coming out too liquidy, play with these 2 levers and that'll give you the thick foam that you want. Another thing, you do not dilute this, you just pour it straight into the foam cannon. It has this amazing little attachment that automatically dilutes it for you. This little ball right here. So it's just so convenient. You just pour the foam in there. As long as you get foam made from a foam cannon, it'll work that way. Don't use regular car wash soap in a foam cannon. All right, with the nozzle here, look, if you're using a yellow tip and you're going to get plenty of pressure, but I actually can get really close to the car and get a lot of stuff that's stuck on the car off with this without hurting the paint. So play with it. Be careful, obviously, but if you've taken care of your car, we're going to do a video on paint correction. If you've done paint correction, ceramic coating, you can get about everything off just with the pressure washer. It's so nice and convenient. So I hope this is helpful to you. Please like and subscribe. Honestly, it helps us give away more cars, which is what we want to do. So thanks so much for watching.